Hi friends, Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, and joined by Janet Morana, our Executive Director. And we are also joined, obviously, by our two mascots.
Well, this is, they're actually my dogs. Father Frank calls them the Priests for Life mascots, but this is Giorgio, who's getting a little rambunctious here. He has his name. This is Giorgio. He's the older of the two dogs. They're Shih Tzus. And that's Gianni. He's his actual brother.
The younger brother.
They're a younger brother. They're a litter and a half apart. See, Giorgio does, I don't know if he likes being on TV, but Gianni certainly has no sweat here.
Oh, he does. He likes it.
He's actually, sign him up for a dog food commercial. He's ready.
Well, anyway, we wanted to come to you today because with Janet, we want to talk. First of all, we're broadcasting live from our new studio here in our new headquarters.
In Titusville, Florida.
And our technical team has set up these cameras and these live feeds, and it's very exciting as we get ready for a lot more broadcasting. Of course, people have seen us for years on EWTN, and they still see you with, we rotate our other priests on the set there at EWTN, but now we have this live Priests for Life TV channel that we are using to broadcast. But we just want to spend a few minutes today talking about one of the newest books in the pro-life movement, your book, Shockwaves, Abortion's Wider Circle of Victims. Now this, of course, is an initiative, and people can see abortionshockwaves.com to understand what we mean by shockwaves. But let's talk about the idea behind the book, the shockwaves. What are we talking about?
Well, first of all, Father Frank, Shockwaves, this book is actually a sequel, so to speak, of my first book, Recall Abortion, where I tackle the abortion problem, showing that it's a product that should be taken off the market because it doesn't help women at all.
Like you recall a car whose brakes don't work.
Yeah, so, and I covered in that book all the issues, life of the mother, fetal anomaly, rape and incest, even IVF and selective reproduction.
But I mean, aside from these hard cases, you're covering a more fundamental point, which is abortion hurts.
Exactly.
It's a bad product. It doesn't help the person who buys it, so therefore, let's stop selling it.
Well, if you think about it, Father, medically, an abortion is a surgical procedure. Let's not forget that it's a surgical procedure. But unlike just about every other surgical procedure that happens, it helps the body do something that it's not doing so well, like heart surgery.
That's what surgery is supposed to do.
That's what surgery is supposed to do. Abortion is the only surgery that stops the body from doing something it's doing perfectly fine, which is nurturing and a developing baby. So as the campaign developed in Silent No More, we discovered men coming forward, and then we started hearing from grandparents and other family members and siblings. And of course, with our work with Dr. Philip Ney, a Canadian psychiatrist, we've been aware of the extended family. So in 2015, Silent No More expanded our outreach by calling it the Shockwaves of Abortion.
Well, let's give those of our audience who may be new to Priests for Life, so that they understand Silent No More, the awareness campaign, is a project of Priests for Life and Anglicans for Life, giving voice to those who have had abortions and been wounded by abortions. So Shockwaves means those wounded by abortion, of course, they start with the baby, they go to the mom, to the dad, but it's a much wider circle of people who are wounded. You mentioned grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, all the family members have lost somebody. They've lost someone in the family. Then we talk about the friends. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
And friends don't let friends have an abortion.
And if they do, they're going to suffer
too.
There's
consequences too.
Right.
You think about this. How many people, well, there's several ways friends do this. By their silence. How many people never gave an opinion? Their roommate was going off to have an abortion, and they didn't open their mouth. In their mind, they said, "Oh, she shouldn't do that," or "This is wrong." Their silence caused that abortion by not speaking up.
And then years later, when that mom confides in her friend how much pain she has over her abortion, you think that friend's not going to feel pain for having let it happen?
They certainly are.
Right? There's a lot of people out there listening to us right now who are suffering from this, and nobody's ever talked to them about it. So we're talking about the friends. We're also talking about the abortionists. And that is a big, big arena of hurt. Abortion hurts the abortionists.
That's right.
The staff. They're participating in killing. And they too, many of them end up repenting later on. We've worked with so many of them to bring them to healing. And a lot more are in need of that repentance and healing.
Well, just for a special offer only to our Facebook viewers here and our Catholic Online and all the other people watching to this segment, if you go to shockwavesthebook.com and you request the book, this beautiful book,
ShockwavesTheBook.com.
Not only will I autograph the book personally for you, but if you say that you watch this show, I'll send it to you as a gift.
Wonderful.
Absolutely free of charge, a gift. Okay,
Wonderful.
So you don't have to buy the book. Just for tuning into our PFLTV channel, just say, gee, Janet, autograph the book for me or to my friend or whoever you want to do it to, and it's a gift from me for tuning in.
Another area of people, would just conclude with this thought, is the pro-life advocates themselves, people like us, people like so many of our viewers. When we try to save lives but fail, when we try to save someone from abortion and the abortion happens anyway, we have to grieve those children too.
That's right. And one of the things that Father, you and I do is we give workshops on this at pro-life conferences. And I remember one of the best well-received one was at Heartbeat International, where pregnancy center directors come together. And they said, we get burnout of our counselors, and we try to figure out how can we prevent burnout? And we say, well, you're not giving them a chance to mourn the children they couldn't save. Right, what happens when they have that abortion-minded client who comes in and they show the ultrasound of that baby and they try to convince her not to abort, and then they never hear from her again, or she says, no, I'm keeping my appointment. Mm-hmm. They've already connected with that baby. They saw that child.
Right.
And they maybe heard the heartbeat.
Right.
Well, they have to mourn that loss, maybe have a chance to name the child spiritually, pray for that child. And we found if they get to, once a month, pregnancy centers, if they talk in a group together, give each counselor a chance to share, count the number of lives maybe that they couldn't save, and mourn those children as a group, less burnout will happen among counselors.
Absolutely. We go forward with our work with peace and with confidence in the God who does save lives. That's right. Brothers and sisters, so Janet is the author of these two books. Go to recallabortion.com to see her first book. Go to shockwavesthebook.com to see this book. And thanks, Janet, for the work that has gone into these. It's now time for great promotion, and we want to hear from you, friends, what you think about these books, and give us your feedback. So
and Giorgio and Gianni say
woof woof
woof woof and goodbye. And Giorgio wants to get down, so we're going to let him down.
Okay. So from all of us at Priests for Life, thanks for watching Priests for Life TV, and we will be back to you soon. God bless you.
God bless.